What's up, guys? I'm Chris Spags here, back with the old showdown breakdowns for today's Week 3 battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans, an illustrious game to return to here. The showdown breakdowns are back, a feature a lot of people liked last year and have requested to come back this year, so let's help me out with a little support right now and like this video and comment whoever you think is going to be the slate breaker on tonight's game between the Titans and the Jaguars. I will, of course, jump into the comments with any questions you have, so like the video and comment down below. But let's get on to the key plays in tonight's literal clash of the Titans with Marcus Mariota in a spot where he's getting 20.3 implied points for Tennessee. Mariota has been loosely involved in his own passing offense with just 26 attempts per game and not much in the way of deep throws with 2.5 attempts and a 63 QB rating on throws of 20 plus yards. But going for Mariota is that Jacksonville's D may be worse than it appears with a poor 39 coverage grade from PFF and 8.2 yards per pass allowed, so Mariota may have a shot despite his low octane performances. And on the other side, we have Gardner Minshew getting 18.8 implied points for his Jacksonville Jaguars. Minshew has attempted 29 passes per game with a 78% completion rate thus far, but he's mostly playing low-risk football with only 2.5 deep targets per game and just 6.1 intended air yards per attempt. Tennessee allows just 5.5 yards per pass, but their 67 coverage grade from PFF offers some opportunity, particularly to wide receiver threes and tight ends. Based on the prices and performance, I would favor Gardner Minshew today, but Marcus Mariota could be a bit sneakier, especially if his ownership drops throughout the day with the poor stats on the year. And now onto the running backs in the showdown matchup, and Derrick Henry versus Jacksonville is going to be an important one today. Henry's 17 rush attempts per game are a focus for Tennessee's offensive attack, so even with poor pass game involvement, his volume and likelihood of TDs makes him appealing with Dion Lewis uninvolved with just 5 touches per game. Jacksonville has been serviceable, allowing 4.3 yards per rush, but in a low total defense-heavy game, Henry could see a lot of carries that make him playable regardless. Now on the other side, we have Leonard Fournette in this game versus Tennessee. Fournette has seen 18 touches per game, which includes 6 targets and 28.5 routes run per game, something that offers some more floor and upside for him than it may seem. It currently looks like Fournette will be the top owned play, so fading him could be a contrarian move, but he looks good against Tennessee's 5 yards per rush allowed so far in 2019. Despite the high ownership for Fournette, he does seem like a guy who's worth playing today in a game script that should favor him, and the routes run is going to give him a decent floor, and same thing for Henry, who's just so involved, and he really is the entire Tennessee offense right now. And now onto the wide receivers in today's game, and let's start with Jacksonville's receivers against Tennessee. DJ Chark, Chris Conley, and Dede Westbrook run a comparable amount of routes per game, with Chark achieving the best results with 100 yards per game and 13.8 air yards per target. Chark's ownership currently projects to be the lowest of the three despite his best results, so there is value there, though Conley could be sneaky with Chark due for TD regression, and Conley also getting some deep targets. And the Tennessee receivers look like a lower owned group going against Jacksonville. Delaney Walker may be the best play out of Tennessee's pass catchers with a team high 23% target share, though Corey Davis leads the team with a mediocre 25.5 routes per game. A.J. Brown has been the most dynamic wide receiver, but Davis has opportunity with Jacksonville currently offering a 55% DVOA boost to wide receiver ones with Jalen Ramsey's unhappy play. The Tennessee pass attack offers some value at lower ownership, but that pass game has been such a non-factor for Tennessee, it could be tough there. It's also worth pointing out that Jeff Swaim and James O'Shaughnessy are two cheaper plays who are running routes and getting targets at tight end for Jacksonville. And now onto the defenses and the kickers in the game, and Jacksonville's defense versus Tennessee could have some ownership today. Jacksonville hasn't pressured QBs well with a 6% sack rate. They've been iffy around receivers with just a 6.3% pass deflection rate, but the low total and risk-averse Tennessee offense puts them in play at reasonable ownership. And there is a case for the Tennessee defense versus Jacksonville as well. Fading Gardner Minshew and hoping he regresses against Tennessee's 11% sack rate and 23% pass deflection rate is a viable move, with Minshew likely to be popular as a fun and cheaper play than Marcus Mariota. And with the low totals and somewhat anemic offenses, the kickers are in play as well today. Cairo Santos looks more appealing given a decent Jacksonville red zone defense that's allowed 4.1 points per trip and a mostly impotent offense, but in this low total game, Santos and Josh Lambo are worth limited exposure. In a low Vegas total game like this, I like having some defenses and some kickers in lineups because the offenses really don't seem like they have enough guys to put up big performances that you're going to be missing out on. So there you have it, our first showdown breakdown for the NFL's new season. So right now, please like this video and comment who you think is going to be the best play on today's showdown slate down below. And if you want the ownership and projections for this showdown game, a big advantage on showdowns, you can also use this promo code Switch and Hedge for half off your first month of Osmo Plus. Go to osmo.com/join and check out all of our new packages there, including ones that are as low as $3.95 a week. Go follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Chris Spags. I'm going to be doing these videos on Mondays and Thursdays moving forward. And I also have my new consolidated NFL rankings video coming out in a little bit, so go check out what I'm doing at Chris Spags. I'll be back with you guys later today for that NFL rankings video, so keep your eyes peeled to the channel, subscribe to that notification bell, consolidate it into one video for your convenience, and I'll be back with you guys again soon. So good luck, guys, and enjoy this masterpiece of a game in front of us tonight with the Titans and Jaguars. Good luck.